When they first brought down the verdict, I was thinking why God is doing this to me, why this is happening to me. I was telling the truth right from the start, and I wasn't being believed. So it really had an impact on me.
There's not enough words to explain how you're snatched away, basically kidnapped and taken away, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Because by the law, it's justified what they just did. But in retrospect, it's really not justified.
Thomas Rosa is my husband, and he actually thought it was just a bad dream. Let me wake up from this bad dream. And it wasn't a dream. He felt lonely. He felt betrayed by the system.
When the verdict came in, it was a real kick in the chest. I felt like this can't last. You know, this is crazy. This moment will pass, and we'll get this squared away soon. It took 38 years to do it.
For me, it was quite devastating. From the beginning, it was all wrong. It was all wrong, and it seemed like I was the only one who knew it.
I never met nobody that was wrongfully convicted. I didn't think it was real. But when reality came around and they sent me upstate, I said to myself, you know what? The police committed the perfect crime on me. And that's the way I took it. Because I couldn't find nothing to prove I didn't do it. But I didn't do it. And that's the way I felt about it. Devastated.
You think this, as long as you keep your nose clean, you don't get locked up. But, and then of course, I ran into the reality that that's not always the case. To the point that I even told my moms one time, I said, you know, we don't have to be caught wrong. All we have to be is caught, and then they make us wrong. So that was an awakening.
It changed his whole mindset about the legal system completely. He says, I just can't trust it. Can't trust it.
It was quite confusing for me, because all the people in that courtroom were people who went to school, got degrees in this and degrees in that, smart people. I'm thinking, they're so smart, how can they be getting it so wrong? Everybody, I felt like I was by myself. There was nobody on my side in that courtroom.
When the verdict came in, it was like, you know, how do I tell my mother that they just gave me forever? And so I'm pasting. And finally I get up the courage and I go to the phone and I call her and I say to her, I said, you know, I said, these people gave me forever today. And God bless her, man, she didn't blink. She said to me, she said, boy, are you still alive? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, well, then the fight ain't over. And they gave me what I needed to go forward. And I've been fighting ever since.
When my father was incarcerated, I was about 3 to 4 years old. I cannot talk about life with my father before he was incarcerated because I don't have any memories of him before he was incarcerated. My first memory of my father being incarcerated and spending time with him was through a plexiglass, talking to him over the phone and putting our hands up on the glass before we left the visiting room. I was 9 years old, and I decided then that I wasn't going to rest until my father was a free man.